My mom has always tried to help our lives in this part of Chihuahua, Mexico with it. Today we have decided to have a picnic out in our little backyard under the shade of the umbrella protecting us from the blazing sun's powerful rays. It's the middle of the summer. We are eating our quesadillas even though the setting all around us couldn't be better. Nighttime really changes our view of this land. Man, do I miss my dad.
Bang, bang, bang. Hey, get back here, young man, right? Pop.
Shots have been fired, literally, as the police come flying around the corner. I take a glimpse out the window. I see there was a bag of something on the ground, and lying next to it I heard screams. I can't describe the feeling going on inside of me. I woke up to the sound of my mother's voice. Kids, wake up, I need to talk to you. I got up as the blazing sun burned on my eyes. I sat up on the bed. I could smell the burnt quesadillas on the stove that filled our house with smoke. I got out of bed with a dazed look in my eyes. I asked her what was wrong, but her ocean blue eyes were filled with tears that trickled down the side of her face. Are you two okay after the attack last night? We both shook our heads that we are okay. It isn't the first time that our mom had to ask us this question, and I made a bet that it probably wouldn't be our last either. Kids, sadly, we have to leave. Trying not to cry, she also said, Kids, since your father, Alessandro, is already in the U.S. and our lives are becoming scarier and scarier each day now, I think that it would be best if we all started to make a new path for ourselves. I think that we should all reunite with your father and become U.S. citizens. We have to move quickly, though, because we have to be at the U.S. Embassy 2 weeks from now. This gave Jesus and I a little bit of hope, but at the same time, I was still extremely worried because our lives were about to take a very big leap of faith, which is why I ran to my room as fast as my legs could take me. I jumped on the bed and started heavily crying. My mother sat on the side of the bed and tried to calm me down. She told me that we were going to America for a better life, a life that would allow us to be free and reunite with our father. A week later, we walked outside and turned back towards our house. For this, we were going to be the last time that we laid our eyes on it.
As we kept on walking, our mother was explaining to us that she had been planning this for a while, and that she had already gone through the majority of the process to get her visa and become a U.S. citizen with us. As she was wrapping up her discussion, I blurted out the question that had been sticking itself up my throat for the past half hour of talking. Does this mean that Dad's going to be there? My mother took a minute to think, and then stuttered while answering me. No, Maria, he couldn't make it today. But don't worry, I have been doing very well so far with all the papers and exams. Because of that, I think that we will soon be happily reunited with your father. The rest of the journey to the embassy was pretty quiet, but the tension sensed and the scorching heat felt made the last 20 minutes feel more like an hour long. When our journey was finished and our mother explained that this was the U.S. Embassy, we all just kept our things with us as we walked inside the building. When we walked in, we were lucky and were able to get right into an interview. The person interviewing our mother was seemingly kind at first sight. Good afternoon, ma'am. Hello, sir. Are you ready for this, ma'am? Well, I guess after this long journey, I'll never be more ready than right now. Excellent. Then let's begin.
She passed. Our mother finally passed. As we were walking back, she told us that when she got her visa, we were able to join our father back in the U.S. It only took us a week, and her visa was delivered while we were staying at a hotel near the border. When our mother finally got her visa, she said that this is the start of a new life. When we got on off the plane, all of us were crying at the reuniting of our whole family. After a couple more weeks in our new home, it was time for me to go to school for my first day, 8th grade. I woke up that morning with my long hair in tangles, and my eyes had dark bags under them. I stepped out of bed. I felt dizzy and tired. I haven't woken up this early in a long time. I brushed my teeth, then I put on my flower dress that my mother made for me, and combed out my hair, then headed downstairs to get some food. My mother made eggs. I could see the steam flowing through the air. When I took a bite, the sweet cheesy eggs, my mouth filled with fireworks. I grabbed my bag and waited for the bus. A few moments later, the bus pulled up through the window screen, and all the kids were staring at me. As I walked up to the bus, I could hear giggling and whispering. I sat next to a girl with blonde hair. When the sun shined on it, it turned white, and she had red glasses that made her eyes look huge. She was going on and on about something, but I couldn't understand her because she was talking under her breath, and it sounded like gibberish. When I got off the bus, there were signs everywhere. I had no idea what they were telling me to do. I walked into school having no information of what I'm supposed to do. I spent almost the whole day trying to find my classes. Then I came around the corner and there were Spanish words everywhere. I walked in and suddenly feeling very curious. There was a lady standing there and she asked me something and I responded in Spanish. She came over and she tried to help me understand where I needed to be because she spoke Spanish as well. She and I had a very good conversation. After school, I got off the bus and the hot sun was blazing on me, but nothing like the border. When my mom finally came home, she looked tired and disorganized. I asked her what was wrong. She said that she was falling apart. She started bawling her eyes. She told me that all of her job interviews had failed. She lost all her chances of having a job because she couldn't speak English. She went to her bedroom to get ready for the night to go to school to try to learn more English. My mother is working really hard and she has been having difficulty with everything.
As I walk through the streets of Los Angeles, I keep feeling awkward, like I don't belong in America, feeling like an outsider. Many other immigrants from places all over the world going to America are feeling like this. They don't have a home, a place they can feel welcome. If only someone could just help them make the transition easier, make my family and I, along with all immigrants, feel more welcome. Yet instead, we are having difficulties understanding English, and we are having to take the worst jobs just because of our enthusiasm and the fact that we don't have any paperwork. Also, instead of the warm welcome we are expecting, we're still being faced with discrimination and cultural differences, making us feel almost cast aside, with no one there to help us out. Be that person. Make immigrants feel like my family and I feel much more welcome. Just by saying hi is always a great way to help us feel more safe in our new home. Your home.